Hi, I'm Miss Claywell. We're going to go ahead and start Scale 1, Function Notation. So you want to make sure you have your notes out and you're ready to follow along. So we're going to start with what is a function. A function is a special relationship between an input and output, where each input has only one output. So when we look at that in these examples, I'm looking to see if each input has only one output. Each input has only one output, so this is yes. Each input has one output. Uh-oh, if I look over here at this one, this is not a function. Because -2 has two outputs. This one, if it's helpful to look at it a different way, you can look at it as 1, 3, 2, 6, 3, 6. Each input has one output. I have no repeating inputs. So another way to think of it is no repeating x's. I have no repeating x's, so this is yes function. If it's helpful for you to look at it this way, I have repeating inputs. This is not a function. Six has two outputs. Okay, now we're going to look at this graphically. We're going to do something called the vertical line test. Vertical line test is when a graph represents a function if and only if all vertical lines intersect the graph only once. So here I'm going to make a vertical line. It hits the graph once. I'm testing it a couple times. So this does pass the vertical line test. If I look at example 6, if I draw a vertical line here, this is not a function. It crosses the vertical line, hits the graph twice, so that would make this not a function. So function notation, we can indicate that that an equation is a function by replacing y with f of x. This is set f of x. This is useful because we can show what we're going to sub for the x value. To write using function notation, we first must solve for y, then replace x or f with f of x. So I'm replacing my y with an f and x, and then at once f of 2, so everywhere I have an x, I'm going to put in a 2. Negative 4 plus 4. F of 2 equals 0. So I need to get y by itself first. So then f of x equals 2x plus 3. So f of negative 3 equals negative 3. These are similar. I want to rewrite it with f of x first. Then it's asking me to find when my output equals 3. So my f of x is equal to 3, and it wants me to solve for x now. Same situation here. I want my output to equal 13. Which is really f of x equals 2x plus 5. So really x equals 4. So if it gives us the output, we want to isolate the output and then put that value in for the output. A machine produces 20 bulbs every hour. So a function of time, so we're going to use t for time, equals 20 per hour. Use the function to create how many bulbs are processed in 8 hours. So I'm going to put an 8 in where I see a t. And I get 800 bulbs. This is telling me f of x equals 1,000. So 50 hours equals t.